na 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 na, oh na na na, lagi na need you so, and then you sweet. Yeah, I need that when I'm lonely, need that I I was angry before, but I circled the drain in my mind. I can't find, but let the sun go let the sun go let the sun Let's go. Sitting throwing rocks across the stage and hoping they will cave and swallow me whole. Wondering why my mind keeps on spinning. This is how I live to me what you told. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but it's there. I want to subside, but my mind won't apply. Waiting for it to clear. Is it bad sometimes? I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful. And I can see the light in it, but I can also see the broken. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away. Sitting throwing rocks across the stage and hoping it'll cave and swallow me whole. Wondering how the world keeps on spinning, kinda scared of living when it unfolds. I just feel right when everything is dying, waiting for it to clear. Thankful I'm alive, but terrified of dying. But hey, I'm still here. Is it bad sometimes? I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful. Listen, I can see the light in it, but I can also see the bones in it. I don't know what else there is to say. This is not to run away. You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars. The dark gets lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. In the dark, all that I see when your stars are burnt out and your heart makes no sound. I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You're the night sky hiding behind dark gray clouds. I can't figure you out now. I see all blue. There is so much cold in you. And the silence is so loud when you go. I just stay dancing with my shadow all day. Watch the time. I can't find the point where our two paths align. You're the night sky. I'm trying to see your stars, but I always feel the dark. Now I see violet. I can feel your silence. You always feel so far when your stars are burnt out and your heart makes no sound. I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky.
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the time how close it starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't want to die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't want to say goodbye. me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. My love, I'm gone, my lips to be strong. The darkness had tried to swallow me. Smooth as I fall, one you're cold. Afraid I don't get the crowd. Gravity. Gravity.
Baby, wait, I know that you're afraid, but it'll be okay if you just stay with me. And we can run from here, and we can disappear, and they won't find us where we are going, dear. So baby, hold on to me, 'cause I know I can make you believe in something that only we can see. Oh, so baby, hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to baby, wait, I know you're afraid, but it'll be okay if you just stay with me. And we can run from here, and we can disappear, and they won't find us where we are going, dear. So baby, hold on to me, 'cause I know I can make you believe in something that only we can see. Oh, so baby, hold on to me. Hold on to me. When it hurts like this, We climb the greatest heights, jump down and have a fight. That's all we'll ever like, but that can never change my mind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way. There's no other way. When it hurts like this, never like beat it, never like. Never like never like, never like beat it, never like when it hurts like this, never like, never like, never like, never like, never like when it hurts like this. We hold each other high, but we fall 1,000 times. But I'd never say goodbye or ever leave this stuff behind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way. There's no other way. When it hurts like this, never like beat it, never like, never like, never like, never like beat it, never like. When it hurts like this, never like, never like, never like, never like, never like. When it hurts like this. And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the monsoon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep on it. And I don't need to switch, you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes turn funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. You got me holding, holding. You got me holding. And I'll be running, 'cause that's why I'm low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on the full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes turn funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. You got me holding, holding. Play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mess me up, tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drumming round in your red Ford, shivers down my spinal cord. You got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my this in your words. You got me holding you. Even if my jokes turn funny, I'm tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak this in your words. You got me holding
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. 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 Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no wonder right. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can I can help you out. 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 Look, if you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. 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 I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on a memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking it's here somewhere. This is where I put it. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. Can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head. Just need to. I just need to clear my head. Shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you, catching near, in hopes you chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares. Pull your run with you through the great big leaves. Laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the whole was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. So you meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. So you meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. came crashing down. All around this empty town, we're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. I'm calling you never hear. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you, catching near. How you chase nightmares come like love with you through the great big things. Stars at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the whole is just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. So you meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Inside, cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end, it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'm sad to say I'm sorry, so lie. Pretend that you're okay. Swear that you can stay.
trying for one day. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many highs. Too many things to criticize. And so I leave it all behind. Don't wanna live a lie. Life kept spitting at my feet and forced me down a dead end street when all I had went up in flames, burning only dark remains. I cover up every part of my skin, oh, 'cause I don't like the person within, oh, I know I'm the one to blame. All I can do is take the shame, oh, do is say goodbye, refuse to question why. I'm just sad to say I'm sorry, so lie and pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to day two. It's 2 p.m. and it's a brand new day here in Baltimore City. I welcome you to day two of Advance Your Reach Challenge. I'm so excited to have you and have me in your living room, in your kitchen, in your bed, at your work, at your office, your business place, wherever you may be listening to me this beautiful afternoon. I want to ask you for a favor. I want you to comment below wherever you are listening. No sound? Okay. Let me check. Okay, I think that is fixed. Thank you. Let me welcome everyone that is on here now. Thank you, Damilola. Thanks for joining. To my friends on Facebook, I appreciate you. Welcome. Dear brother James Bamdele, thank you, Oni B. Thank you for joining. Welcome, good success. Thank you, everybody, for joining in on this exciting day two of this beautiful and wonderful session. Yesterday, you and I can agree less. We cannot agree less. One of those highlights that stood out yesterday for every one of us who want to make our life a masterpiece and who want to step up to create the life of their dreams is that stretching is not suicidal. That regardless of whatever shift we've all witnessed or experienced in the past few months, dates back to 2020, it's a brand new day. And I'm freaking happy that each and every one of us have a beautiful template to start a new life with. And I want to remind you some of those things that I said. And I want you to get me in the chat box wherever you are watching me from. Is it in Nigeria? Is it in Africa, Baltimore? Whichever state and country you are joining this broadcast from, I want you to say hi and put in the state where you're chatting and joining from. Thanks God to the beauty of technology that we can together rub minds, share our ideas together that we can help each other to be and become the better version of ourselves. It's a beautiful journey, and I'm liking what I'm seeing every day, and I believe it can be contagious. And let me ask you, as you join, to introduce yourself and also to ask you to invite your friends to send this link and just tell your friends that you love everybody that you wish well. Ask them to join the broadcast. Thank you, Kende. You're welcome. Thank you, Adetutu. Thank you very much. I appreciate you joining. Yeah, I just quickly want to establish these 2 points, and I want you to chat below between you focusing on what is lost, what is past, and what is present, and focusing on what is in the future. Which of the three do you think it's worth focusing on? I want to see you put in the comments. Focusing on the past, focusing on the present, and focusing on the future. Which one do you think is important? Yeah, that's a little exercise. I'm going to wait to see what you guys will have to say with regards to that question I just posted. And also, while you are thinking of giving me an answer in the chat box, I want to also ask, what is important? Which is important between focusing on things you have control over, things that you have control, that you have no control over? Which one is important? And I'll tell you why I'm asking this question. A lot of us, just because of what happened in the past, many of us are still locked on. We are still locked down in the past. We are still focusing all our attention on what is gone, on what we cannot control, on what we don't have power and energy to change. Just like we don't have power over the external world and over anything that happened. The same thing is what I'm trying to put across to us this afternoon, that it is time for us to stop focusing on what is lost, on what is gone, on what is in the past, on what we don't have control over, to beginning to focus on what is awesome, on what we can change, to focus on the future, to focus on our dreams, to focus on that desire, to focus on that expectation, to focus on you having more, being able to cater for your family, being able to be the best mom, best wife, the best entrepreneur, being the best of whoever you have so desire to be. Because this is the only place where you can get the energy that can give you the drive to steer forward the journey to becoming the real you. I tell you a little about myself before we go into today's main stage, and as I welcome other people as they join us, both on the Facebook group, I welcome you. Thank you, everyone. When I mentioned yesterday, like in the passing, I just mentioned it. See, a lot of the experiences that most of us go through, and one of the one that stood out for me personally, that helped me in this journey of personal development, was the experience the life taught me with regards to failure. I mentioned in the passing that even though I didn't make this broadcast to be like a religious one, even though I belong to God, I believe in God, and as many of you, whoever you believe in, I wanted to establish a premise on the fact that many of us, our environment and our belief system have locked us down into wherever state and whatever experience we're having at the moment. I made mention of the fact that for over 7 years of my life, I was stopped because I could not get ahead, get further in life with regards to me passing my external examination, which supposed to give me a lead. Thank you, Taiwo. Which supposed to give me a lead to getting into the higher institution, to getting into the college. And I tell you, at that moment of my life, if you want to ask who is the best religious person, yours truly is the person. And the life experience that I got with this simple story that I just shared was the fact that no matter how religious in life, there are certain things in life that doesn't answer to prayers alone. There are certain things in life that answers only to principles. And if by any chance you fast 7 days a week, you pray 3 times a day, and you go to night vigil for every Friday in the year, you are never going to escape that lesson. Life taught me that lesson, that when it has to do with fasting, there are requirements that you have to meet. You can imagine somebody that wants to be the best Olympian and is not practicing every day for the challenge. He's not practicing. He's not going to jog. He's not going to work out. He's not getting fit. He's not eating healthy. He's not doing every of those things that is going to enhance his coming first and getting the gold medal. That was my experience. I was doing all the rituals in the spiritual space, but I left the real effort that needed to give me the boost into becoming the successful person with regards to my career. I left that in the back burner, and I paid dearly for it. And so also, this is the reason why I came up with challenge, because many of us in life, we are going on a journey, we are going on a track that we don't know what expectation, what the desired results that end is going to get us, until life begin on its own to begin to teach us by experience. Some of us, we get stuck, we get hit, something happened drastically, and we sit back and we begin to sit back and begin to think. Just like every one of us started this new year, because it's a brand new year, and on the first day of the year, we started rethinking, we started reflecting on how the past months went and how the past year went. And we wanted to see how we can make a better shift, how we can make a better commitment, how we can make a better information, make a better choice that can help avoid making the same mistake that landed us to the result we got last year. And so, this is why this challenge for you and I is important. And today, I want us to see and reflect on what are those lifestyles. And that is why I'm going to be starting with the slide now. I want to share my slide now. And I want to show you, with regards to what we shared yesterday, what were the things that we were doing, you and I are doing, that those are not awesome attitude. They are not the kind of energy, they are not the kind of lifestyle that is going to support, they are not the type of habits that is going to support our future or support our goals. And how can we integrate the needed habit, the right habit, into the new life we want to see? I want to share my screen. Let me put up my screen just a minute. Where's my slide? Okay. I want you to minimize. I hope you can see. Can please? I want you to comment if you can see my screen. You can see my screen already. Yeah. This is day 2 of Advance Your Reach Challenge, and today is all about integration. Integration. Yeah. Yeah. Let me quickly take us to. Yeah. Advance Your Reach Challenge, day 2, integration. And with the little remark I make, I want to quickly show us one of the points we need to note in today's teaching that can help us to deliver on our promise to turning ourselves from being a victim to becoming victors in our life journey and in our goals. One thing that stands out that you and I must embrace is we must stop sharing our old story, and we must begin to start with a new inspiring story. Every time you keep repeating your old story, oh, I don't have anybody to help me, oh, I don't have a job, oh, my husband is late, oh, I don't have anybody to help me, oh, I've tried all methods, it doesn't work, oh, nobody believes in me, oh, I don't have money, oh, I don't have credit, oh, I don't have this, all those stories. As long as you keep telling yourself this same set of story, it is not going to help you move on further in life. And life is static. Life is not static. Life is fluid. It keeps changing. It's an ever constant changing journey for us. And if you and I must embrace that journey, we must also move by making sure we don't remain on that same spot of sharing and telling the same story that is not wholesome. The first point I want to share is, if you don't know, let me tell you what this point is. Let me read the slide to you. It says, develop a can I mindset. And what that stands out to me is develop a constant and never ending improvement. I want us to read it again. I want you to put down, some of you that have your paper, your pen, your jotter. I want you to note some of these points, because it's going to help you by the time you are reflecting and you are going back. Some of what we shared is going to help you and spur you into the action that you need. One of the first and critical points that I want us to note in today's teaching is, you and I must, as a matter of urgency from this point, take this first step of developing a constant and never ending improvement. This is the only constant thing that can produce change in our life. Everybody that you have seen transformed their life experience, their journey, they have at one point or the other been able to do what? To develop this habit. And if you are yet to have this habit, I don't want you to nail yourself. I don't want you to condemn yourself. I even want to celebrate yourself that you are here in this broadcast and you are engaging. It shows you are taking your life goals serious, and it shows that you prioritize your life journey and you want more out of life, and you want to see yourself become the better version of yourself. That is why you are here, and that is why you are joining this broadcast live. And I want to seriously congratulate you and say that you are most welcome in this broadcast once again. So, developing this habit goes through knowledge. And this knowledge does not come, when you talk about confidence, when you see children, when they talk, you can measure the level of their confidence. And the level of the confidence that you display is tied into your competence. It's like when you see somebody being confident, you want to imagine yourself going for an examination now. And let's say the examination is a 30-page, what have you, syllabus. And you have read all the 30 pages, you've read it like 6 times over and over, back to back. And then you are stepping into the examination hall. I want you to imagine what is the level of confidence. I want you to put it in the comments and the chat box. From 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, what is the level of confidence that such person will exhibit? Is it a 10? Is it a 1? Is it a 7? And for me, from here, I know I'm going to be checking my chart soon. It's a 10, because you want to believe that there is nowhere the question is going to come, and from any angle it comes from, you are going to do what? Deal with it. You are going to do justice to it. And that is the point. And that is the secret, guys. And that is what is so important for you and I. That when you have knowledge about your stuff, it brings a level of confidence for you that brings you into a state of execution, and it gives you the energy and the needed push to take action. Because action, energy is everything in life. When you have the right energy, when you have the right boost, you are propelled to go ahead and improve your life, change your life, and improve that of others. That is it. And throughout this week, and for the rest of this year, if you're ever going to make your life a mastermind, you are ever going to make your life, you want to make it the best, these habits must never leave you. Make sure you note it. Can I? That is it. Can I? And today, as I talked about integration and implementing of the knowledge that we gathered yesterday into helping us to integrate our life to becoming the best of the best that we so desire, we need these 5 key core points. And I label it 5 steps breakthrough cycle that you and I need to do what? To get the best. The first one talks about clarity. Second one, hard R. You're going to be getting to know every one of them now. Then the third one is watch your TV language. The last one is action. You're going to learn more about the right action, because there are actions that can spoil you into the desired end. There are other actions too that you can take that can get you to decide you don't even want to, so you want to get the right one. And the last one is give more. Without taking much of your time, let's get to the first point that you and I need to implement. The level of knowledge you need to implement to bring you the desired breakthrough, the desired change that you can help you up to your game and play among the best. Play in the big league of life. Clarity. First point, you and I need to be clear on what we really want out of life. You want to be clear of what you really want. And what is the point? The second one, and where you really are. It makes no sense for you and I, or let's just imagine somebody is going, says you're going somewhere, and you call an Uber or a Lyft, as the case may be here, and when you and the, and you don't really know where you are going. It's not going to even move because you have to put in your destination before the app allows you to get a shovel driven car to take you to that place you're going. So it is one point that I want to state categorically here, where I see many people being stuck. A lot of us keep saying, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what my vision is. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what my dream is. And because of that, many of us just sleep and stay at that entrance level of I don't know, and we do nothing. But the first truth that you and I need to tell ourselves is we really know where you are. You know you are where you are at the moment. You know where you are. If I ask you what are the things you don't want, you can tell me. I don't want 9 to 5 job that is not able to cater for my family. I don't want to go back to that kind of life that I sucked. I don't want to go back to that kind of life that when I was growing up, my parents had nothing. We barely struggled to eat, to feed, or to even to have shelter. I don't want that kind of life for my children where they are unable to get the best, where they are unable to get to the best school, where they are unable to live as others live, where they are not able to pay for the best and the major basic outcome of life. You don't want those things. You don't want to have debt tied around about you. You don't want to live in lack. You don't want poverty. You can list them, they are unnamed. You can know what you don't want. And do you know what? What you don't want is a great, good exercise to point you into the other side of what you really want. And the goal is it keeps evolving. You can never know everything you want to become at a go. It keeps evolving. It keeps evolving. It continues like that forever. You can imagine some of the app that we use and people that all these tech what gadgets that we use. You will see that sometimes when they finish that product, and the funniest thing, you just see on your phone and you hear there's an update available. Click on this link to update your what have you. That is a pointer to you and I that in our life, in our journey, many of us we don't have all the blueprint of what our life is going to be totally on a paper like this that is given to us. It is just one line, maybe just one line of it, maybe just one chapter of it, that your commitment to obedience to starting to run with it keeps evolving and you keep seeing it. Can you imagine iPad and all of these Apple products? And they keep changing it, they keep changing it, they keep changing the interface and the customer friendly or what have you. And you begin to see some of those things that you don't have in the former model. They kind of upgrade it to a better experience, and everybody wants to keep going for more and more. That is the same thing with you and I. So you are never going to see a dashboard that is just going to reveal everything you want. But you can start with what you don't want and you can begin to run with it. And you need to understand that where you are and where you are going to succeed, you need to have clarity, because it is clarity that is going to help you. At least once you know what you don't want, the clarity will help you go further in doing the exercise of who do I need to become to get to this desire. It is very, very critical. And in one of the days to come, I'm going to be giving us some of the more some of the questions that can help you fine tune and narrow down your mission in life, that you are not going to get stuck to, oh, I don't know what to do. Your mission. Your mission talks about something you want to give out, because that is the difference between ambition and mission. Your something you want to do that is not really about you alone, something that is going to outlast you, something you are willing to do for others, something that strategy you are willing to take, that you don't really bother whether it gives you all the result or not, but it is ingrained in what others can get out of it. And then when you know that, the next phase is strategies. The how. What are the signs of getting such thing done? Who are the people that are already getting this done? Where can I find them? What kind of life do they live? Where in the space in the world do I see them gather? And you begin to study, and that's talk about mentorship and followership, or you getting somebody who is mentoring you like a coach that is helping you to get the best strategy. And for you and I, you need to know this, that success is always predicted, that you can always reduplicate, you don't have to reinvent the wheel with regards to whatever you want to do in life, because somebody somewhere has already gotten it done. And that is why you just need to get the strategy of how they got it going for them, and you begin to learn to adopt and giving yourself and throwing yourself out there with the needed sacrifice tools. You begin to see how your business objective, your personal career objective, your personal growth objective, and your product objective, everything working all hand in hand to give you the desired life. This is the pyramid of clarity. I call it the pyramid of clarity. Whatever thing you want to do in life, when you subject it to this, you are going to get there. And I want to ask this question: what can you see on the screen? Stephanie Banks says, clarity is the moment we see without opening our eyes. I said it yesterday. I said, every one of you that is connecting with me, both on Facebook and right now, or also on the YouTube channel, this day, as a matter of fact, existed at the back of my head, at the back of my mind. And as I am opening my eyes to see this brand new day, the first day of February 2021, talks about what Stephanie Banks just declared. That's right there in the corner of my room. I sat down, I took my journal, and I began to write early hour of that day that I want to see myself starting from the beginning of this year, when people begin to lose their drive for the New Year resolution, for all their goals and objectives, and they begin to lack the vibe and the drive to pursue their goals, that I want to help my friends, my fellow friends and colleagues, women, aspiring entrepreneurs, people that want more out of their life, that want to experience their life journey, how I can help giggle up and spark up the fire for them. And I said, I'm going to start at the end of the month. I'm going to host this 5 days event to just help each other, to help us spark up our fire and breathe a new life that can help us to run with fire our journey towards becoming our real life, our real person. And in that moment, I started jotting those things I was going to do. And there are doubts, there are decisions that how will it be? You don't have this, you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to do that. Do you even know the app you are going to use to stream? Do you even know how many people, do you even care if people join? And it sounds sometimes confusing, and you say, what if I'm unable, what if? And I am standing right in front of you live, witnessing this day, to let you know that the same experience is going to go for you. When you start this journey in life, you will begin to see that many a times you will feel it is not working, and it's like you may not get the result. But when you are focused on that end in mind, that desire, that vision you saw when you closed your two eyes, you will begin to see that it is another experience. And look at this picture. This conversation is like, no, how many logs of wood do you see? Is it 4? No, it's 3. So it depends on what you can see, and it's all about what you can see. And so that is why vision and clarity is so important. The second point where I mentioned is CAD, CAD and R. If you are going to implement your knowledge, you are going to master your life and play in the big league of life. You are going to make all the energy inside of you to crush, to destroy, annihilate, and replace any story and every story of limitation. strong one. I want you to note this point, friends, and I want you to put it down. Crush, destroy, annihilate, and replace any story of limitation that you have suffered from in the past. I want you to note this point. All suffering is not in the fact, it's in your perception of the fact. I want to repeat again. Every suffering you may go through, everything that is not perfectly working fine, it is not the fact, it is your perception. And that's why that picture was very relevant. That the way you perceive things sometimes can limit your experience, and can make you feel you this is not the fact. But actually, it is the way you are seeing it that is making you, and that is why you need to change your perception. I made mention on this, and let me help you with this example. Like when I said yesterday that fear will always constantly be there. But when you change your perception from fear to courage, and knowing the reason why you have to take this step, and the importance of why that step is so important to you, you will see that it will help you to shift. It will shift the way you see that very problem. You will not call it problem, you will call it a challenge. I want you to imagine you going through an unhealthy circumstance, a circumstance that makes you sad or not angry. Look at the way the emotion plays when you say, oh, I'm enraged about this situation. And I want you to imagine when you just say, this experience is not what I wanted. When you use that word enrage, you can imagine the kind of emotion that follows it. And when you choose to use another word that is not so highly powerful like that, the truth is that you will set yourself free from that pain and from that suffering when you refuse to align with that perception, and you replace that story with a wholesome one. I want you to also limit this explanation away from when you begin to say, oh, I am going to be the best and the world is changing, I will be the best, I'm going to go and be this and be that, and you are just doing the positive affirmation that everybody practice. As good as those things are helping us with our perception to destroy our past story, the other side of it is us coming with a belief that we are able to do this, and supporting it with the needed action that will help us get the result that we want. That we are not just going to be saying those positive words, we are going to step up with the needed action, with the right words, to stop the past and to embrace the present. Because it is only when you do this that you can be able to run faster. If you limit your choices only to what seems possible in life or what is reasonable, you are going to disconnect yourself from what you truly want, and that is left to compromise. So, if you are going to do this, you must crush physically, you must destroy psychologically, and you must annihilate emotionally, and energy wise. You must break every limitation that stands before you and your desired end. It's very important. The next point that I want us to note in this integration we are studying together is you must watch your TV. And when I say TV, many of you may be thinking the television you have right in front of your house or your living room. This time around is starting for your transformational vocabulary. And I want to let you know that there are three states, there are three things that entirely affect our outlook in life. Your words, that stands for your transformational vocabulary. Your state, the kind of energy, and your physiology, the state of mind through which you will function. You need to avoid the tyranny of how many of us will get to, I want to start a YouTube channel. And you stop yourself with how. Probably you may not know how, but it's a new era. You will feel certain and you are not going to act. The best thing to do is to follow your question of how with what, follow with why and how. What do I need to do? okay, I want to be the best in this space. Why do I want to be the best? Because if I be the best, I will able to use my gifts, my endowment, my capability to help serve my world better. I want to be the best mom, best wife, best entrepreneur, helping women, upholding them from being their best and not just being limited and living their life only to be catering for children. And why do I want to do this? When I do this, I will be able to lift and help a lot of women to be able to see themselves in a better light and not believe that it's only once they are married that is the end of their goals and dreams and their journey in life. And this we now follow with how can I get it done? Every word you attach to this experience comes inside of you. It has a psychology and a biochemical effect in the way you get things done. And I want to begin to see how you can be consciously control the vocabulary you use so that you don't lose your focus, you don't lose your temper, and you don't lose your center. You can imagine when somebody does something very annoying around you and you immediately react. See, that reaction can cause you to lose your energy, can cause you to lose your focus, can cause you to lose your center. And when you have the right vocabulary to describe that experience, rather than saying I'm enraged, just say I'm pissed off, or maybe I'm peeved, or use something better. You can see that the language you use will translate immediately to the experience that you have, and this experience can impact a whole experience for you. And so from today, I want you to remember this statement. Watch your transformational vocabulary. Watch your TV. What TV are you using every day when you wake up? What TV are you using? Are you surrounding yourself with people with negative TV? People that constantly tell you, oh, you want to do this. How many people in your family are rich? You say you want to become rich. How many people in your family are millionaires? You say you want to graduate as a first class. How many people in your family graduated with first class? You better go and sit down. What is informing this your arrogance? This your ego is going to land you in trouble. You know, you begin to see that you are around battery drainers. And when you focus on being surrounded by people that are full of vocabulary that drains you, I want you to remember yesterday we talked about 80% of your success and achievement in life has to do with your environment, and only 20% has to do with your psychology. You need to see the reason why you need to learn the science and your perception, your language, and the action and the environment you surround yourself with plays a lot, says a lot to who and to what you are becoming. That is why your focus is very, very important. Look at this picture. Somebody is seeing 6 and somebody is seeing 9. It has to do with perception. When you close your eyes and you tell yourself you want to be this, I want you to know that 1,001 people will never agree with you because they did not see what you saw, because they were not wired up the way you are wired up. You can see some people spend their time sitting down, developing app or designing, and you wonder, this person sitting down 7 hours just designing a picture. But you cannot see why that person is just take to you, to somebody that does not have flair or desire for anything, drawing, art, graphics, painting. Just say this guy is just wasting his time. I don't even know what he's doing. Nobody's even seeing, but because you know how you are wired, you know what you are seeing. They are seeing a 6, but you know it's a 9. And because it's a 9 for you, you are ready to go on and on. And that is somebody like me. This is what is getting me on. You wonder what is spoiling this kind of zeal and this kind of zeal and experience for me. Just wanting to do this, and you don't want to matter whether it's just 5 people that is joining you, or whether it's just 10 people, or how many people that is live with you. Now, I want you to tell you that it has to do with what I am seeing. And I know, just like I mentioned yesterday, that there are some principles of life that can never be broken. And it has to do with one of the one that I mentioned, that the laws of harvest. The one that says seed time and harvest is a law that can never be broken. That when you take your time to take massive action to begin to sow the needed seed that you know is going to guarantee your harvest, that it is a question of time. You are going to be celebrated in the public for those massive actions you are taking in the private. So don't let nobody fool you. If you are starting a dream, you're starting a business, you're starting a course, you are going for an online course, you are starting a school, or you are beginning a program, and all you see around you is like nothing is working. I want you to congratulate yourself and know you are in the right spot. Let me tell you something. When God was going to create the whole universe, first thing he created after making the earth was the seed. God said, let the earth, let the water gather in one side, let the earth be formed. And the next thing was he proclaimed that let there be seeds, let there be trees, tree planting seed, and that seed is that your dream. That dream, that goal, that vision you have, that is it. And when you plant that seed on the ground, do you know man was not yet in the scene at that period when God said, let there be earth, and let there be seed producing fruit, seed producing tree, let them be growing, producing all manners of fruit, all manners of tree, all manners of for different things. Man was not yet in the surface. And then God says, let the day and the night of that time, let it become a day. Let the dark, God separated the dark from the day, the light from the dark. And that was how time began. And this is the secret. If you get nothing from today's teaching, I don't want you to miss this thing I'm saying. So between the time that there was the earth, the ground, and there was the seed that is producing the fruit, bearing fruit trees, then time came. A man surfaced. And that journey is the fact that is making sure that seed and harvest time and harvest never cease. That whenever you take your seed, your goal, your dream, you plant it on the earth, and you leave time, you allow time to work on it, your harvest is bound to show up. It is just a question of time. And that is why you can always wonder, you keep wondering, why is it that every time a woman pregnant gives a pregnant woman, she always, between the time she has the baby, she has a pregnancy, 9 months, the baby must come out. Except there are other something that doesn't go right, but it is just normal. That is the same thing I want you to, and I want to leave you with this momentum so that you can always believe more in yourself, even though the present opportunity presenting itself looks as if nothing is happening. It seems as if you are not getting this thing done. It's like the whole world is leaving you behind, and it's like every other person got it figured out and you are still left alone. You need to embrace this step, massive action in the habit, constant daily habit of going all way out, taking active and massive action in the belief on that goal, of that dream that you want to see materialize. Don't let any opportunity pass you by. At this moment, while I'm talking to you, I want to begin to, with a sense of urgency, look far ahead of you. 5 years from now, what version of Adiola do I want to see? What version of Omolara do you want to see? What version of Honeybee do you want to see? What version of Good Sausage do you want to see? What version of Taiwo am I going to? So when you look inside of you and you're able to paint that picture, then it is time for you to step up and take with a sense of urgency the steps and habits that will propel you to momentum to bring about that life. Turn every knowledge you have. All over the social media, you have one piece of knowledge and information going out there. But I tell you, how many of us, despite all the information that is out there, are taking the information into use? And that is what I want to tell you. And that is where I tell you this community you belong to is the best community that can help you live your dream. When you commit into this community, it's going to get you accountable into taking the massive action that you need to cure every lethargy and every sleeplessness and everything that is getting you back to your old habit of lethargy and not getting fired up to do the needed thing you need to do. This is what this community is all about. And I am here for you to help you all the way to take the massive action that you need. And the next point in the 5-step breakthrough cycle that I share with you is give more. Give more than you ever expect to receive. I tell you, whenever I learn something, one of the things that gives me more joy, and that is why you are seeing me right in front of you, to many of you that will get to watch the replay, I encourage you to go ahead and share this video with your friends and loved ones. See, sitting down in front of you to prepare, to learn, to structure out, to prepare, to, it's all about sacrifice. It's all about me believing that everything that have helped me, it used to be a loner, it used to be an imposter, plagued with an imposter syndrome, somebody that doesn't even count, think our opinion counts, somebody that failed, kept failing year in, year out for 7 good years. And you can imagine, and all your mates, they're all gone, they are all left you behind. And by the time they are all settling down to marry, you are still in the college, you are still writing your exam, trying to pass final exam, trying to catch up with them. For somebody like me, standing up and telling myself, I want to provide leadership, I want to lead, I want to give back, I want to help other people coming behind, I want to help millennials, moms, aspiring entrepreneurs, people that love to make something good, meaningful out of their life. I want to take them on this journey that moved me from used to be a life that is full of unfinished tasks. When you look at my life, then I suck. When it comes to time management, am the poor. You can bet it. When I say I'm going to show up somewhere, you will never see me. When it comes to me taking up the desire, oh, I want to read this book, I will read this book, I will just start first chapter and that is the end. I will never take any action. But today, I have been on a journey for the past 1 year, and it has taken me a drastic, on a 360 revolution to who and to the best version of somebody that cannot even talk. I cannot even remember I remember my first video that I ever did when starting my YouTube channel. I just said, hello everybody. My name is Adiola. I said, oh, this voice is looking like a guy's voice. How many will think I'm a lady? Hello everybody. No, I don't think this voice looks, oh, I suck. Oh, this voice is looking like fake. And I tried different things. And by the time I say, hello everybody, welcome, the next thing I wanted to say, OT escape. Mind my vocabulary. Everything has gone. Everything is gone. I can't even remember the next thought. And this was me. And can you imagine me standing before you, almost going to be an hour now, just desiring to give and share out of the knowledge that has helped me, giving me the scarcity to provide more to my world, to help everybody that cares to listen, that you can be the best, that there is nothing like a limitation, that that you see was set by you, and you can shift your state of mind, your focus, your attention away from that kind of mindset to a wholesome one that can help you to be the best, live the best, give more, have more, and be able to live the life in fullness, living in your own terms, having the freedom to choose what kind of ways you would. You don't give a damn. You want to put on a trousers shirt, you want to put on a pajamas, you want to do anything, and nobody gives a damn. But people are stopped willing to listen to you because you have something to offer. Because you have something to offer. People can't just but with, they cannot ignore you. And that was what gave birth to this. And what I noticed when I started that journey was every of my little win that I had, I celebrated. I never, when I say I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. because my children, I don't want them to start messing my stuff up before the day starts. And sometimes the alarm clock goes on and I just strike to shut it off and still want to get to the early morning more sleep. It happens. There are days I don't meet up. There are days I say I'm going to wake up 2 a.m. and I don't. There are days I say I'm going to come out live and I don't. I failed. I struggled. But one thing that has helped me in this journey was that I never stopped trying. I never stopped trying. And I said it yesterday, I said for the past 1 year, almost a year now, I started that YouTube channel. I have never stopped uploading one video a week. So I put pressure on myself. I put so many things in my habit, in my calendar that is going to help me to get myself accountable when I have people that are going to ask me. My daughter will ask me, Mommy, are you not doing video this week? Have you done your video? I know. If I get home, my children will say, Did you work on your video? So I know I have to study. I have to wake up early, research, do my research, read, study, and do every of those things so that I may be able to come out live and be able to engage with you better, be able to teach you some of the stuff that is helping me. And I don't know what is scarcity. I don't believe in scarcity. I don't believe in holding information. I believe in giving, and in giving. And I believe it is when you give that somebody else will give back to you. I don't have a breakthrough now, let's say, and I don't have bread in my kitchen now. See, I'm just giving, I'm giving. While I'm just talking, somebody may be an owner of a bakery. I just tell me, oh, I can always be supplying your family every weekend bread and you don't even need to leave your house, and I will be giving you a discount. Can you see how life is so structured? The way God wired up, we are interdependent species. We are interdependent species and we need each other. That is why this is secret to what you are seeing in me is giving. I have made up my mind. I'm not going to be caught in the frustration of believing, if I share this thing, that person is going to outsmart me, that person is going to become the best and is going to run further. I just believe that the whole world is so big and big enough for every one of us to live our dreams, our goals, and our aspiration in life without anybody cutting or trying to play any game to downplay you. And this is the secret to my happiness. When you see me happy, most time when you see me full of life, full of vibe, and ever cheerful, bubbling with hope, as if I the next millionaire, which I am in the making. I want you to congratulate yourself. Whatever journey you have, whatever goals you have set for, this is one of the things that is bubbling and bubbling my life in happiness. Because I believe that it is in this atmosphere of giving that I'm going to be and receive more of what I give. And I want to encourage you, friends, that this journey of life is not about the end, it's about the process and the progress that is taking you there. That is what you should enjoy. That I said it yesterday that you imagine you want to be a millionaire. Just close your eyes and imagine the next day, tomorrow, they just give you the whole million in your account. The first week you'll be happy, but I tell you, the following week, before the end of that month, you will be unhappy again. Why? It is about the process. Friends, listen to me. The process and the progress you are making in getting to that end is what gives you that happiness. And that is why I'm enjoying this journey. See, this morning when I woke up, now I'm going to set up this. I needed my husband to come and do some things for me. He was not available at the time because he needed to rest. I had to grab my little daughter. I asked her, come over here. Let's start doing this email. Yesterday, I sent the mailing list. It was showing some things that needed not to be showing up. So many things. But it is in the today. I got it figured out. I perfected it. This is the beauty of evolving, of celebrating your little win and never stopping. Develop that canine, constant and never giving up attitude. And do you know what? Everything that is lacking, God will always provide. Nature will always provide because He has seen the capacity. He has seen you doing the right thing, and you are going to be rewarded. And that is the case, guys. I have promised to make sure not to exceed 1 hour in this broadcast, and I want to encourage you. Tomorrow is going to be another day. It's going to be about our finance, how we can get to implement the best strategy and knowledge to get our finance in order. And I want you to know, friends, it's all about just having money. There are many people that are rich that are miserable. Go to the Hollywoods, go to Los Angeles, go and see the lives of the most world celebrated celebrity that we all crave to be like. And go and see how some of them are committing suicide, how some of them are ending their life with no reason, with all the money in their bank account. Friends, it's time for you to grow your happiness by going to engage constantly in massive action to going through a process of progress that is going to guarantee your desired end. Friends, this is what I care for. This is what I desire to end and do for the rest of my life. And this is how we can bring back life. I can just imagine the joy of you planting a seed, you planting a knowledge, you giving out an information, and it's helping somebody else out there. I remember some of the feedback I got yesterday reading through the chat, some of many chats. Somebody even called me, somebody chatted me up to 12 a.m. in the night, still chatting and telling me the wisdom that was gleaned from yesterday's book. I'm so eternally grateful to every one of you that joined. And to those of you that are unable to join today, there's going to be a replay and you can always watch it. I'll send the link also on the Facebook group. I want you to do me this favor. Don't forget this. No one has ever become poor by giving. Whatever thing you have, you may say it's this small thing. That was my experience. When I wanted to start this YouTube, I said, I don't have American accent. In this place, who is going to listen to me? Who is going to subscribe to my channel? How am I going to know what to say next? If I started today, what will I do next time? How many videos will I started giving? And that little knowledge of mine that I learned that helped me move from used to be a failure to somebody that is constantly succeeding in every of my life sphere and many of my adventures. I started giving it. And you know what? It has given me an opportunity to host this event, to have over like 200 people in this Facebook group community to be here and to be learning and hearing from you. And I wish and look forward to hearing from you, your feedback. What is the aha moment that you got in today's teaching? What was the thing? As I want to round up, and I want to take you back to this three, 4 points. What is the aha moment? I want you to put in the comments if you are able to. What is your aha moment in this session, today's session? And while you are doing that and thinking on that, what stood out for you? What is the point that is helping you to tell you what you must focus on next? Where are you now, friend? Where are you? And there's always a starting point. And this was not how I started. I need you to go and check my past video and see how sometimes I will be looking and I will not even know where the camera is and my face is down like this, messing up. This was not where I started. It took time and I grew to where I am now. And I'm still growing. I'm not the best yet. I'm not the best yet. I've not yet had all the people that I have that I want to attract, but I am starting from somewhere. And I want to encourage you also to start from your little beginning, an invasion, and put it in right before you where you want to go and focus on it. And when I say focus, you can be in a room and they are playing a football match and there are noises all around and you are also listening to a broadcast. Do you know that you can decide by training your brain not to listen to every noise around, just like in a marketplace? So many noise, and you are focused. When you talk about focus, it is you just every other person in the market does not count except the person you are haggling and giggling with. That is the kind of focus you need to give to your dream. Like you pretend as if from everybody around you, you are deaf to their noise. You are deaf to social media. You are deaf to Netflix. You are deaf to everything that is taking away your focus from becoming who you want to be, and begin to imagine day by day where you want to be and what it looks like, and begin to see and create a compelling future for yourself. That and understanding your why. That's number 3. Why do you want it? Because this is one of the things that will keep you going. Why my strong why then was, I remember when I was growing up, we did different menial jobs just to help our parents keep ends meet. Hawk snacks to different local state government offices, work as a dry cleaner shop, work in a local pharmacy shop, work as a primary school assistant teacher, do so many things. And I look at those life that when my parents complain about the salary, we ask for this and they tell us they've paid the house rent, they've got the food to the house, and there's nothing more else until the next salary. And I told myself, this is not going to be my experience when I grow up. And this is my why, that I don't want my children to be limited in life. I want to have a future that they can be able to get all those opportunities. They have choices to go to the best school that I would love them to be able to have the needed environment and interact with the sphere of influence of people that will upgrade them to the level of thinking that will not make them to be shadow and be non-personality people when they grow up in life. These are the reason why I told myself that I need to keep going up and keep showing up. It is easy to give up, friends, when you don't know your why. And I encourage you today to begin to probe yourself. Why do you want this? I don't want you to continue to work in that 9 to 5 job that I don't have power to influence how much I'm getting paid. I don't want to continue that tyranny of 9 to 5 where my boss tell me when to wake up, my boss teach me when he can fire me, when he can sack me, when he can tell me to leave. I want to live a life of my own on my own terms. And how are you going to get there, friends? What is the gap? What is the bridge that we need to close? Friends, on this journey, I encourage you. It is can only get better. I want to see you tomorrow. Come, show up. Please share this video to your friends. Anyone you know that is also a beginner. Let us come together and help each other. Grow that community to becoming the best version of who God has made us. That just like that seed of orange, and you see a company producing orange juice, look at the destination. Look at that seed, that small seed of orange, and look at that orange juice sitting inside your fridge, in your kitchen, in your house. Look at the journey. You and I can have that journey. That small gift, that some voice you have, that some writing skill, that small drawing skill of yours can take you to your world, to the wildest dream you can ever imagine. It starts with why. and who do you need to get close to that will help you in that journey. Friends, it is 1 minute to 3 o'clock here in Baltimore City, Maryland. I want to thank you, everyone that have joined me in this broadcast. I appreciate the time you have given, and I say thank you very much. Tomorrow is another day. And by the way, if you have any question for me, after the broadcast, I always sit back on my Facebook group to read your comment and to make sure I answer every of your questions. So go ahead and put your comment, go and put your question there, and I will reply you by mail. Make sure you send it. Send it. I will definitely reply your question. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all. God bless you. I don't. Thank you, Angela. Thank you very much. Thank you, Damilola Adebayo. Thank you, Oluwadara Simi Martins. Thank you, everybody. I'm just trying to look through my chat, but I've promised I'm not going to exceed an hour because sometimes here in the US, some people are still at work. Then back home in Africa, it's almost night and everybody's getting to relax from all the day job. And so I want to make sure I give you the time to relax and have a time to reflect on what you've heard and how you can you can get the best out of what we shared today. Thank you everyone that joined, and to those of you that will be watching the replay, yes, thank you very much.